Hey guys, my name is Morgan and welcome to today's video. In the shade cloth greenhouse we have a bunch of seedlings, and one of the seedlings are broccoli, and these broccoli are at the right size now and they are ready for some thinning out. Thinning out is basically just cutting off all of the weaker seedlings. So I have around 2 to 3 seeds per cell, and that is around 2 to 3 seedlings per cell now that they have come up. And I'm only wanting one per cell, because if I have too many in one cell, they're going to start fighting for nutrients and they are not going to thrive and grow very well. So I'm going to be cutting off all of the weaker ones and allowing the stronger one to carry on growing and to get all of the desired attention. In this seedling tray right here, our first cell is a very clear example of what I'm talking about. This one is obviously going to be our stronger one, and this one is going to be the one that we are going to simply come with some nice sharp scissors and cut it off. So by cutting it off, there is no chance that that seedling is going to carry on growing, and the roots and stem is just going to decay away, and our stronger seedling is going to be able to flourish and grow very well. I actually have a lot of seedlings going on. I've got some baby leaf lettuce, I've got some bush beans, and I've got some basil that are also coming up very nicely. And with the baby leaf lettuce, I'm actually going to leave them just like that. I've done a little bit of research, and some say you don't have to thin them out, some say you do. So I'm going to test them. Maybe I'm just going to thin out one tray because I've got two. And with the basil as well, I'm going to come and thin this out so that we can have the one strong one that's going to grow and carry on. So there we have it, all of them thinned out, and we only have one seedling per cell. This cell over here, nothing came out of this cell, and I actually recently just put some more broccoli seeds in there, and them being maybe a week behind the season, it's not going to be too bad, because these are only going to be planted in maybe like within a month or something. So when autumn starts to creep a little bit closer, that's when they're going to start going in. So hopefully that one will be fine. Nothing came up there, so I put some more seeds in, so we'll get some new sprouts within the next couple of days, and they'll be perfectly fine for the autumn transplant. So moving over, we have our baby leaf lettuce, and I'm going to be trimming this tray. I'm going to be thinning this one out, mostly because there is already very little plants. So I'm going to be cutting out, I'm going to be thinning out very little. So I'd rather cut out this one and give all of those a chance at growing and getting nice and big. So I'm going to trim the one that's got the least amount of growth. So let's get that done. So there we go, I have thinned out this one seedling tray. I still have this one with all of this beautiful growth going on. So this is just going to be a little bit of an experiment. I'm going to see if these ones do well, like clumped up together like that, or if these ones are going to do like rocket off and they're going to do extremely well because they're all alone. So that's going to be a little bit of a test. The next step is now to get down to the basil. Now that that is done, there is one more thing I'd like to do, and that is start some Swiss chard and some Detroit dark red beetroot, and I am going to be filling up some more 6L trays, and I'm actually going to use some of the 6L trays that I have here, because these three over here, I actually planted some chamomile and nothing has come up yet, and I've actually done some scratching in one of them, and it doesn't look like anything is going to come up. It looks like everything has almost like rotted away. I'm not too sure why, I don't know what happened there. So I'm going to use those trays, and I'm going to plant some of the Swiss chard and some of the beetroot in there, and I'm also going to fill up some more 6Ls and plant some of the chard and beetroot in those ones as well. And while I'm at it, I'm also going to be planting a few bush beans, just because there are some that haven't come up, like this one here, and there's a few down there that haven't come up. I think it's just those two and this one that haven't come up, so I'm going to also be planting a few in there just to replace those ones that did not come up. For the medium that I plant my seeds in, I use a combination of some local topsoil and some compost mulch, and also some of the fertilizer that I have. I just put a little bit in the mixture, and it just helps with keeping the seedlings nice and healthy. So I have my topsoil over here, and I'm going to take some up to my mixing container, and I'm going to put some in there, some compost mulch, a little bit of fertilizer, and we can start filling our 6L trays. I have got all of my seeding trays down at the bottom here, and it is now time to label them up so that I know what I have in what trays. So I've got everything labeled now, and it is now time to start planting our seeds. I've got some Swiss chard coming up here. I've got 2 rows that's going to go down that way, and I've got some of the beetroot. Now it is time to make our holes, put our seeds in, and give them a good water. I have got all the seeds planted now. I've got my Detroit red beetroot and my Swiss chard, and I also filled out another 1/6 cell with some basil, just because there was a row and I wanted to make the row full of basil, and there was one that was empty, so I thought I'd put some basil in there. So it is now time to give everything a good drink of water. So there we go, we have our beetroot, our Swiss chard, some basil and some beans all planted in. Everything has got a good drink of water. So that's going to be the end of this video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys really enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.